And we are live, folks. So you clicked on this video because you got a pretty big belly and you want to turn into a modern Herculean in 90 days. Now, before we get into how to do this, I just want you to have this as a caveat before we start. None of this crap, none of it, zero, nada, will work if you are not about that life. Now, this is the framework. This is how I can show you how to do it. At the end, if it makes sense to you, go ahead and implement it. If you still have questions, you can hit me up and DM me change on Instagram so that we can actually help you get this set up. All right. So here's going to be the whole plan from how you turn from big back to a modern Herculean in 90 days. All right. This is you before. You are frustrated. You are unfulfilled. Your body potential is doubtful. You think, damn, I am never going to be lean. Damn, I've had this 38-inch waist for so many years. And I've tried these diets and I lost 15 pounds and I gained 40. But still, I just don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know what I'll do. You became frustrated. You're tired of sucking in your stomach at the pool. You're tired of wearing a swim shirt. You're tired of being dreadful of taking your shirt off if you know you're going to get active, if you know what I mean. You're tired of all of these things. This is frustrating you. I get it. I've been there. I've been heavy. I've been super overweight. I understand how it feels. Now, your goal is to go from this blue, getting all the way to this blue, being lean, being confident, having that super high fulfillment in yourself, having that physique to where it's undeniable that, hey, you have discipline, having that physique to where it's like, okay, the second you step into a room, you command presence. Not even by your stature if you're not super tall, not even by your scent, even though that'll help, of course. Simply just because people can see that embodiment of discipline just from you walking into a room or walking outside to the beach. People can notice that. You'll feel more confident in yourself. Your blood markers will get better. You'll have a better time in your dating life. Everything gets better, even respect, not just from ladies, if that's what you're looking for, but from guys as well. They will respect you and you'll be at a higher caliber in their mind. And I know you want this and you can definitely get this done in 90 days. With a caveat, if you're freaking 500 pounds, you're not going to get to 10% body fat in 90 days. That's more of a year transformation, but it's possible for anybody. Okay, so here is how we will take you from your current programmings to get you through that Herculean transformation. All right, so your current habits and programming. You might wake up, you might scroll on your phone, you might have chips beside your bed, you might eat Eggo waffles, you might eat cereal. You might just not know what the heck to do. So, first step is we're going to turn you into a fat loss wizard. You're going to learn every single thing there is to know about fat loss, exactly how it works, how many calories your body needs, the foods that work specifically for your body, the foods that will make your workouts the most effective so that you can gain the most muscle and not just get lean, but have a highly muscular physique alongside of it. Number two, we can't do this unless we rewire your brain, which you probably don't. So we're going to take you through something called a Herculean rewiring. So that's going to rewire your whole entire mindset around fitness. That's going to rewire your mindset around food. That's going to rewire your mindset around cravings. That's going to rewire your habits around foods and cravings as well. You're not going to just become lean. You're going to become a whole entire different person. You're going to turn from that old self, which you are now. That part of you is going to die off, except for the good parts of you, of course. And you're going to become a whole entire new being. And obviously, if you could have a completely different mindset and completely different cravings, and you know everything there is to know about being a fat loss wizard, you will see a negative body fat percentage. You'll go from 25, then 20, then 15. Then under 15, it's a little bit more of a grind to get down to 10%, but eventually you'll get there. So you move from your current habits and programming to that Herculean transformation, which is going to be step one from turning you from a big belly, big back to a modern Herculean in 90 days. All right, bam. Number two, you have an unsatisfactory physique right now, more than likely, or else you wouldn't be watching this video, no dirt, right? So we're going to take you from an unsatisfactory physique into an attractive physique. How exactly would we do this? One, we would get you a delicious diet implemented. So One of the biggest problems people try when they are trying to lose weight is they'll start eating all of these stupid foods. Let me start doing this stupid diet. I saw online, this guy doesn't, bro. Diets are short term. You have to change this into a lifestyle, or else you won't have an attractive body. You'll have a content body for like 8 days, and then you'll be like, you'll blow up into the biggest person humanity's ever seen right afterwards, because that's not sustainable. So we need a delicious diet for you that will actually be able to compound and keep you lean over time. After that, we implemented a delicious diet for you. We're going to get you compounding muscle. So we're going to get you in the gym 3 to 4 times a week, depending on whatever your schedule can allow. And you'll be making micro improvements. First couple months, you'll see a lot. It'll start to slow down, especially if you're natural, as time goes on. But guess what? That muscle you built initially stays there. And now you're just compounding muscle. And then month after month passes, and you just keep those habits, and you don't even think about growing muscle. Then you look back 2 years later, holy crap, I grew a lot of muscle. That's how compounding muscle works. But we want to get you that first little bit of a momentum, a little bit of a kick at first, because this is a 90-day start for you right now. Then we're going to be intentional about your aesthetics. So how does one have an aesthetic physique? Science actually talks about this. Golden ratio is 1.6 to 1 on your physique. So you want your shoulders to be 1.6 times as large as your waist. Very easy to do. Main 2 ways we do this. We get super intentional about developing the side head of your shoulder, and we get super intentional about getting you lean. Also, we get intentional about building your lats so that you can build that upper body Dorito, where things are wide up top and taper in. That's that physique that commands respect. Girls are attracted to. You'll feel very respected in. You'll feel very confident in. Bam. Now, even with just this, you can do this. If we just said to you and we made you a fat loss wizard, you learned all there is to learn about losing fat, which is just a calorie deficit. There's a pretty easy way to figure that out. Go on TDE calculator, type in your stats, and then just eat 500 calories below that per day. We rewire your mindset. Obviously, you're watching the videos. Obviously, you're watching the Instagram reels. That's how you're going to rewire your mindset as well, aside from me actually coaching you, because then my mindset will be implanted into you. And then you're going to start to lose body fat percentage alongside a delicious diet, compounding muscle, and intentional aesthetics. And you really don't think with all of this, not this part yet, just all of this, you don't think you get lean? Well, I guarantee you would. But there's no guarantee unless there's some, what's the word I'll use? There's some substance to it. Some blood on the line. So here is that last seal, that warp seal. So we're going to take you from getting these yo-yo results to where you'll do all this, you'll get up, but then you're like, I feel good, I'm going to go party, and then you look like this again. We want this to be predictable and consistent. So where I would come in with this, I would be hammering you with daily accountability, making sure you're logging your weight, making sure that you're following the plan, so that motivation is not an excuse anymore, because I am your motivation. And I'll be right under you. Disregard that. Because I'll be your motivation, and I'll be right under you, and I will be breathing down your neck. Just kidding. But I'll keep you accountable for sure. We're going to be doing consistent refinement to make sure that everything is working well. Because all of this can work, but everybody's different. Everybody's lifestyle, everybody's body's different slightly. Same fundamentals, generally work, but everybody's body is a little bit different. So we would need constant refinement to make sure you're getting the results that you actually desire. And with this, you would guarantee get a lifetime satisfaction. Impossible that you don't. And here's some more proof. I started off as a big boy. Had a personal trainer once when I was like 12, didn't do jack squat. And I took these systems and I learned them as a teenager. And you're likely a lot older than I am, or than I was when I was learning all this stuff. Lifetime satisfaction is guaranteed for you because it was guaranteed for me. That way none of you can say, you're just young, you just got a fast metabolism. Wait till you're 24. Listen here, pal. I'm young, so none of you can say, hey, it's your metabolism. That's why you're lean. No, pal. This is the leanest I've ever been, and this is the oldest I've ever been. So we get all of this done for you. And guess what's the result? You are now lean. You are now confident and you are now highly fulfilled. And this is possible for any one of you watching this. I promise you, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody's negative mindsets and anybody's negative mantras actually deter you from this, because this is a part of your Herculean rewiring. Taking away that old mindset, instilling this new one, because you can freaking do this. I pinky promise you, you can. And I don't want to be cliche. If I can do it, you can do it. No, I'm so serious. I did this. I was, quote, super obese. My blood markers were all over the place. I had, what did I have? Pre-diabetic, high blood pressure. And I was 6 years old, 135. I was like 4'4", 135. You know how crazy of a build that is? And I managed to figure it out. I promise you can do it. And if you want some more help from me specifically implementing this, like I said before, at Seth, S-E-C-H, J Blanc, just the letter J, B-L-A-N-C, on Instagram. You can message me, change. We can talk about a game plan for you. I'll show you your exact plan. And then if you want to work with me, we'll get you ripped. Let's go!